Hello, everyone. Okay, let's see. What do I need to adjust? I could adjust this a little bit this way, and I could adjust this a little bit maybe this way. Okay, and maybe a little bit down, huh? Okay, we're live. So thanks for joining me for our live pick a card for the week. We're already heading into May this week. Oh my goodness. So we have our new moon coming up this weekend, right? And yeah, we have a lot going on astrologically as usual. So let's throw some cards and see what's going on with all of you. So if you haven't picked yet, please pick A, B, or C, and I will pull your cards for your guidance this week. If you know anybody that needs a little personal guidance, please share the video with them. And let's take a look at your cards. Hello, hello. Hi. Yeah, using Facebook instead of YouTube tonight. Okay. Hi, everybody. Yep. Awesome. Just make sure you pick A, B, or C. I see quite a few of you already choosing. Very good. I always post it on Facebook during the day and let everybody know that we're doing it tonight. Hey there. So for those of you that joined me for the tarot webinar last week, thank you for joining. It was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that you were able to come in and learn some tarot cards with me. We'll do another one in a few months probably. But yeah, I have a lot going on, so I won't be able to do another tarot webinar for a while. Okay, let's pull some cards. Here we go. Okay. All right, a Two of Cups, if you chose A. All right, let's take a look at your advice cards for the week. Eight of Wands, and finally, feeling something right there. Hangman. Okay, so that's for A. We'll interpret that in a few minutes. Let's take a look at B's. I'm feeling a lot over here. King of Swords for our B's. And then we have Seven of Swords. Lots of mental energy with our B's this week. No. Wait. There. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so that's B's. We'll interpret that in a few moments. Let's take a look at C's. Feeling something over here. All right, the Emperor. And the King of Pentacles. And finally, for our C's, the Four of Pentacles. All right, let's take a look at these cards and see what's going on. Okay, if you chose A, we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a card of harmony and emotional harmony and emotional connection and good flow and good energy this week. So if you chose A, good for you. There's definitely some harmony in your life this week. Something's coming together for you. So it could be a relationship. It could be a business or a job. It could be a new business partnership, anything that you're in relationship with. This could be so many things. It could be your own creative potential, light work that you're doing. So whenever you get this card, it's like a good flow between you and someone or something else. Okay, so again, this can be a person or not a person. Okay, but whatever your focus is when you chose these cards is really what it's about for you. Okay, so if you were thinking about your relationship and that's kind of what your focus was, then that's what this is about for you. There's a good flow between you and whatever your focus was. Okay, and what I've got here is the Eight of Wands. So whatever this is that you're having this good connection with this week, this good flow, this good energy, this new relationship with whoever or whatever it might be, I see it moving forward very quickly. Okay, so it's showing movement and action and just a lot of fire energy moving forward for you if you chose A. Okay, so whatever this relationship is that you're having, this flow that you're having, this connection that you're focused on, that potential has a lot of energy behind it right now, which is a lot of fuel, a lot of pushing forward. Okay, so this could be, again, if you are working on something, it would be that, if that's your focus, right? If it's trying to manifest a relationship or maybe a new one, or maybe you're just trying to focus on your relationship that already is. I definitely see some pushing forward, some good fuel this week, some good energy for moving forward, whatever this is. There's good energy for it this week, okay? Um, but then we have the hangman. And so there is some personal sacrifice involved. Okay. So whatever this is that you are feeling this really good connection with this week and you're getting the fuel under your butt or whatever it might be. We also have the hangman, which is having to change your perspective about things a bit and having to sacrifice in some way. So you might be having to give up something in order to gain. All right. So for this flow to really manifest and for things to be really good, it looks like you're either going to have to really change your perception or you're going to have to let go of something. Right. So there's going to be some type of self sacrifice, and it might be something small. It could be just the way you're looking at things in general. And it could be something big for you. Everybody's going to be a little bit different here. But if you chose A, then there's some type of self sacrifice involved here, some type of change in perception. Okay. So if you chose A, good stuff going on, but there's some learning curve here. You're going to have to let go of something. Okay. So for instance, if you're in a new business partnership and you have good flow this week and that's what it's about, that's what you're focusing on, is it's going to work out. Well, you're going to probably maybe have to let go. Maybe this is a business partnership. You have to let go of some of your money, right? It could be that you have to change your perception in your romantic relationship or a new romantic relationship. Maybe in the past, you were a certain way and now you're realizing, oh, I got to be different. So that's if you chose A. And let's take a look at B. Okay, so if you chose B, we have the King of Swords, a lot of mental energy going on here for my Bs. It looks like you're going to get some counsel this week. Okay, so if you chose B, you're going to get some type of advice, or it's either saying that you're going to get advice from an advisor or someone, maybe a psychic or a counselor, a psychologist, someone that can help you. Okay, or maybe you should, but this really isn't the should yet. We're not in the shoulds yet. So I would say this is more that you're actually going to get some advice from someone. Someone is going to tell you, hey, you probably need to do this or that. You're going to get some counsel in some way. Yeah, so if you are, trying to decide, make a decision or something like that, it looks like somebody's going to have some advice for you about you making your decisions. Okay, so I'm seeing a counselor in your path, an advisor in your path this week. Maybe you need a reading from someone. Maybe you need some counsel. Maybe you need some advice about something. But I'm definitely seeing the counselor as your focus this week if you chose B. All right. So maybe you're going to have to go out and maybe if you don't have any money, you go to YouTube and you go, all right, so let's look up how to do this, or let's look up how to make this relationship better. And you do a little research and you get some good advice from a mentor out there that teaches people, right? So I definitely see an advisor in your path this week that's going to put you on a better path, that's going to give you some good advice. That's kind of your focus this week. And it's showing that you need a lot of work mentally. Okay. And this isn't saying that you're mentally ill. Okay. And people stigmatize that a lot. But I will give you some good news. Everyone is mentally ill. All right. If you're a human being, you have some type of classified mental illness according to the DSM. All right. So don't feel bad with whatever issues you have. However, if you chose B, this week, that negativity from the past is coming up. Okay. And maybe that is why you need this counsel. All right. So there's something from your past that's affecting you this week. It's a decision you made that you're looking back on. And then we have the Five of Swords, which it means that as you're going through this change, it's cutting you. Okay, so that's why you need the advice. That's why you need the counsel. You need some help, maybe reprogramming your mind, maybe a hypnotist, maybe some meditation work. Something is going on where you need some help this week in terms of the past, in terms of this stuff that's just not gone yet, right? So this mental stuff that you have going on, it's still affecting you, and it's affecting you. It's really coming up this week and saying, hey, this needs to be worked out, right? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles for you. And the Queen of Pentacles is a more grounded card. So this is advising you to really get into nature and to really get into, like, maybe if you are into the magical work, get more into that, get more into the Wiccan work or something pagan type of work, something that's going to ground you and make you meditate and make you feel like you can get through this. Okay, so there needs to be either a connection with nature or some type of connection with you in ritual. There's something there this week that's really just bugging you, and it looks like you're going to need a little advice, and you're going to need some connection with nature. This is like a Mother Nature type of card. This is very much about you healing the body, healing the soul, going through some natural healing. Okay, so this week is definitely you getting help and needing to get some help for something. And again, don't get stigmatized with the whole mental illness. Everybody has illness when it comes to the DSM classifications. So whether you might just have some type of off and on depression, or maybe it's just a little bit of a mood issue, or I mean, it could be a million different things, right? But there's definitely something going on from your past that's affecting you this week, and it really wants you to work with it. It really would just want you to say, hey, time to get a counselor, time to do something about this situation, look into it, maybe read a book on the subject, get some type of counseling in some way. All right, could be a relationship issue. I mean, I could just go on what kind of issue that could be for you. But again, it's telling you need a counselor this week. You need a type of advice, maybe a reader, some type of person to give you a little different perspective on the way that you've been dealing with things. Okay? Not real big deal, but it is something that the universe is telling you this week is what you need to do. Okay? All right. So again, moving on to C. Ready? C, we have the Emperor. This is a different energy from A and B. In fact, this is saying this week you are going to start, like, you're going to just like take action. This is a card of action. This is a card of spontaneity. This is a card of like drive and ambition. And it looks like you're feeling that fire this week. You're feeling that Aries fire of the Emperor card. And that has a lot to do with you just putting things into action, saying, okay, it's time. It's time to do this. And you're feeling that fire of that Aries energy. You're feeling that energy of the Emperor and making decisions and doing something about what it is that you have going on in your life. So whatever this is, I'm seeing it as a big thing in your life, because the major arcana, right? The major arcana part of the tarot, as we were talking about in the webinar the other day, is the major secrets in life. It has to do with your divine potential. So this week, if you chose C, it's actually a really important week for you in terms of you taking action, in terms of you manifesting something. And this is big. This isn't just something like a day-to-day thing. This is something big in your life. It could be like a career. It could be like a whole new location on where you're living, a business idea. So something big is in effect, and you're feeling the fire, you're feeling the passion, you're feeling the ambition and that spark. And this is about you really coming to terms and making decisions this week if you chose C, okay? And the really good thing about it is that whatever this work is that you're focusing on this week as the Emperor, and you're like, yes, this is what I'm doing, I'm taking action this week, I'm seeing a lot of abundance come from it. So the energy is going to pay off. It's almost like it's a really positive energy. So it's like you're putting it out there and expanding, and that way more energy will come back to you. So for instance, if it's a business and you're giving, right, then you're going to have a good energy flow back in terms of, say, what we term currency, right? Energy, money, right? So it looks like what you're going to give is going to equally balance out, and you're going to get back the amount of energy you put out, right? So if you chose C, the King of Pentacles is all about abundance, all about making money, all about wealth. And in terms of abundance, abundance doesn't have to be actual like money, right? Abundance can be, for instance, let's say I take action this week and I say, you know what, I need to get this done. And so I find somebody that can do that for me, and then I go give them something that I do. For instance, maybe I give them a reading, and then they in turn give me something that is of that same, amount of worth of energy and time. And so they do something for me. So it could be an exchange, right? So energy transfer, that's how we transfer energy in the United States right now, is through money. And through the Western world, we transfer through what we call money. But money is supposed to be the amount, right, of energy that you deserve back according to your efforts, right? So you can look at it in terms of money, or you can look at it in terms of energy exchange in some way, right? So what you're putting out is what you're getting back. And I'm seeing this really good for C. If you chose C, I'm seeing that you're putting out that energy and that you're going to manifest it back. And so we have the Four of Pentacles, which is stability and security. So this is going to create some good security and stability for you. It might be emotional, probably is what I'm getting. But it can also be in terms of financial and abundance, and feeling good about life in general, and like root chakra stuff, right? So the Four of Pentacles is a very stable, grounded, secure card. So if you chose C, looks like you have some good energy to put out there and expand, and then attract back to you this week to start really getting the equal abundance back to you that you've been putting out. So that's great if you chose C. All right. So thanks so much for joining me, everybody. And I do love hearing back from you. I do read all of my comments. I try to reply to as many as possible, but I do get a lot on YouTube and Facebook. So I do love reading them, though. So please respond to me. I love hearing about your success and about how the cards resonated with you for the week and what you have going on in your life. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Brandy Joy, and you're watching Brandy Joy TV on YouTube and Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you all next Monday for Pick a Card. And for you, those of you in the membership, I'll see you Thursday night. We're going to be talking about Pluto. I have a huge announcement for all of you in the membership. And yeah, a lot of new stuff going on for the summer. So thanks again. Make sure you subscribe and click the like button for me. All right. Bye for now, everybody.